think an African American student or any student should choose UC Irvine because of the high level of education and the sense of community that you have here. It's a big transition coming from high school where you've kind of grown up with people moving to a completely new town or even just a new environment, and everybody's so welcoming and nice. Just going back to the good old-fashioned terms of it being so nice. Even though it's a large campus, you really have this community that you can relate to, and like I said, everybody really is pulling for you to overcome different obstacles along the way, and everybody is so supportive.
First and foremost, on behalf of Chancellor Drake, welcome to homecoming. And I also want to thank Ken and Jelena for their constant support of our activities at UCI and for this beautiful idea of a homecoming, a reunion, a reconnection. For the young people that remain here, for the students that remain here, and I love seeing the children and the young anteaters that I hope are going to be future anteaters here at UCI. Because the message I would like to give you is, this is your home. This is welcoming you back for homecoming.
When we talked about doing this, we talked about getting people reconnected to UCI. And so many of the good things that happened in my life happened right here at UCI. So there's some things that we really want to do. One, for athletics, and you guys really ought to get a chance to meet and talk to Mike. Mike really has a vision for UCI athletics, and I love to hear the passion that he has to take UCI athletics to a whole other level. I think that African Americans and people of color really want an opportunity. I think that we want an opportunity to be the very best that we can be. And I think UCI affords you that.
Do your own thing. My best friend and I, we were on the water polo team together. We ended up being the first two African Americans ever to represent the U.S. on the Olympic water polo team. And nobody ever thought we were going to do it, but we had a dream and our passion. We just followed it with our hearts. And so I say to anybody, follow your heart, live your life, be passionate about whatever you do.
In the context of what we do, that each generation out of relative obscurity must reach out and seek to fulfill its legacy or trade. Our challenge in inheriting this legacy in UC Irvine is either to fulfill our legacy or betray it. I want to introduce to you the godfather of all of us, right? Dr. Joe White.
Y'all know that this school opened up in 1965. It was a big old cow pasture, and President Lyndon Johnson and Governor Edmund G. Brown stood right out there, and a tractor came up and dug a big old hole in the ground, and it became UCI, right? And in that first admissions class was one lone Negro. He hadn't transitioned to African American or black yet. One lone Negro whose name was Ron Ritchell, and he became student body president.
I feel that the students who are really educated are ones who go back. You don't come to an institution of higher learning to be educated. You actually come here to be trained a sellable skill. And it depends on how you utilize that training, whether or not you're considered educated. If they come here and get this knowledge and go back and help the inner city or black people, wherever they find them, who are less fortunate, that's really what I would consider an educated black person. So that's what I would encourage the students to do, to give back, to look back and pull somebody else. That's the philosophy of Sankofa, the bird that flies and constantly looking back. He's flying forward, but he's always looking back.
We got brilliant people. Patty Jo McKay is a presiding judge in the Los Angeles Superior Court. You got black people from Irvine who was on the A team who are all across this country. Okay? And I'm just saying that we can do it. If you really want change, if you believe in it.